Anything else that you would like to add? Final word. Talk to the people.
When when selecting or electing a candidate, be fair. Make sure you take your time and understand the person. Do a background check. Like whatever I've said that I've done it. You can't go and say that well he lied about this and well I don't see where he did that. And so some people would try to pad their resume. And when you go on and look back up what they put down, it's like some of that stuff don't add up. So now that person looks as if they're a liar. You don't want a liar in office. You don't want to knowingly try and have yourself fall in line with supporting a liar. Look at the resumes. Again, if a candidate has an edge on someone in a section that you feel like it's an issue to you, then vote for that person. But I feel as though we need to put platform over preference. No other candidate has the experience that I have with the 15 years that I have in law enforcement and the 7 years that I have on CERT. The 7 years on CERT is the Correctional Emergency Response Team. For 7 years, I responded to hostile situations. For 7 years, I had to quell disturbances. For 7 years, I had to help restore order. No other candidate has this background. No other candidate. Now, many may try to throw out different areas of concern or question the leadership ability. But again, if you're going to come out and pad your resume and present yourself as a liar, what kind of leadership does that show? To be deceptive. You don't want to deceive anyone. So to come out and be deceptive, how can you make an excuse for that when I'm showing you that far as my resume is concerned and you hearing me talking, you hearing me speaking, me giving out my platform, how can that be overlooked to questionable things that people are already putting out from the beginning? So to me, I'm straightforward. What you see is what you get. Many people, feel like I've grown a lot from 2019 until now, which I have. My plan is for all of Montgomery. I'm not going to be a mayor just for West, South, and North Montgomery, just because I speak of those areas needing more economic focus. I stay on the east side of town. I don't stay in the area that's crime ridden. But I wouldn't want to neglect the area that myself and my family stays in, and my friends and coworkers stays in, and focus somewhere else and leave us stranded over here on this side of town. So no, that's not what I'm about. There are plans that I want to implement to make sure if I'm talking about a shift in policing, like I just mentioned, that we're still covered by other agencies, law enforcement agencies in our area. So I feel like we should be fair. I would be fair. I would be firm, but I would be fair, and I would unify this city. I would make the city of Montgomery safe. So if safety is an issue to you, if making sure Montgomery grows business from a business standpoint is something that you're looking for, I'm your candidate. If education is important to you also, again, we're not a city school system, and I understand there may be some opposition towards that. There may be a lot of areas higher than the local city and county level that you may have to fight. But again, what are other ways that you can try to work together to implement something to make sure our kids are receiving a better and the best education possible? I also have a plan for that. So I'm not just stuck on crime, but with what we have going on in Montgomery today, it can't be put on the back burner. We're having reports or allegations of murders not being reported correctly. We're having a lot of incidents take place that's not being reported. A lot of shootings taking place that's not being reported. So if it wasn't for social media, just imagine of how much stuff or things taking place that we would not know. I would be more open. However many murders take place, I think the city needs to know. We can't recognize a problem or understand how out of control the problem is if we don't address it, show what it is, and deal with it accordingly If I'm hiding something from you and lying about it, then you're not going to think it's that serious. But if I'm showing you how serious it is and the impact that it can cause, if we just sit back and no longer do anything about it, then we're going to continue to see what's taking place now. So I think I am the best person for this job. I will be a strong leader. I am a strong leader. And it's time to move Montgomery to a different level. So then don't let skin color be a factor in you voting for myself or you voting for another candidate. Understand the platform, listen to the platform, make sure it falls in line with the issues of your concern or your concerns, and go from there. And I want to thank you for having me on. Sorry, I appreciate you for moving the time back 30 minutes. I had a radio interview. I got from that, rushed on to the house, came here and did this interview with you, and continue doing what you're doing. I think it's great that we have, young men like yourself or men like yourself trying to get a better understanding of politics, have more of us involved in politics, have a wider, diverse audience to where each side can be honest without someone taking offense to it. That's why I have the people that I have around me now, because a lot of people don't like to talk about race relations. If you don't understand what's taking place and a person says, well, why do black people do that? If a person can't ask you that's not black, why do black people do something, and you take offense to it, then you may have a lot of growing to do. If it's a sincere question, then give the person that answer. Don't take offense to it. But again, that's just me and my mindset. Everybody's not the same, but we're ready to grow, ready to unite, ready to make sure the city is safe, make sure the city is clean, and work together to everyone, from Democrats to Republicans, liberals, conservatives, whatever you want to call yourself. I'm ready to work with you.